Good day everyone and welcome to Admiral Market Session Recap. My name is Nenad and today we will see 5 different setups: Euro dollar, pound dollar, Australian dollar, dollar yen and New Zealand dollar. So today, this is a bit of opportunity to show you guys also that voting is in place. Forex3.com published they have their own voting process, and the people can actually vote for the best analyst, the best service provider in the form of various analysis and different stuff. So their poll is running. This is the actual link. Thanks guys. I mean, I can see a lot of people already voted, but this is the link, so you can actually vote here. You can see when you click the link, you will be able to, you will be presented with a best analysis. Then you will see. I mean, we don't need to go through all of these things, but here you can see, you can check Admiral Markets, and of course where you see my name, if you think that it's correct, of course, to vote, then you can of course vote. As always, it's appreciated a lot. I mean, it's always a great opportunity to have all those things running on the internet, because when you do that, a lot of people will have information about the correct brokers, the analysis that they can actually use, and the analysis that can give them pips. That is most important. Okay, so here I sent you the link so you can use the opportunity to vote, and of course it's much appreciated, guys. Of course. Raymond is saying, I am voting for Nenad as best analyst. I wish I could vote for him as president and kick out Trump. Raymond is saying, okay, I don't know, guys. Really, dollar is really now, it will be a bit whipsaw, I think, in next couple of months, until we see actually what Trump is going to do. He had some unpopular moves. Now today he corrected himself, but well, of course, what we actually need to see is whether his policy on trade protectionism and actually whether it will be bullish for dollar or bearish. At this time, as I said in the early interview with Forex3 today, we might see that trade protectionism is actually bullish, but when it gets too high, and when equities and stocks are too high, obviously after that we need some sort of retracement. Stocks went, let's say Dow Jones index went above 20K on Friday, and I said specifically that was because of over optimism. It was just because of optimism. It doesn't have to do anything with technical trading. So you might see some pullbacks. Well, yeah. Bernard is saying Nenad is great, but Trump is saving the USA. Yeah, now guys, well, you will always have two sides, of course. People who vote for one party, then people who vote for another party. But well, let's say that I just hope that everything will be fine. Of course, I mean, there are a lot of different factors that can influence one's policy, right? It's not just about president, guys. You have always things that are behind it, you know that, and also the army has a huge influence. Then you have the Democratic Party and Republican Party also. Doesn't matter the opposition, you always need to listen to other people's and other opinions. So you know, it's not always one man show. Of course, it's not always like that. We would be crazy really if we think that everything is one-man show. A lot of different factors, a lot of different families, of course, influence major politics. It has been always like that. So we don't need to actually think that anything bad will happen, but I just hope that some things will not be bad, of course, that everyone will have their own rights. So let's see. Uh, what I wanted to say today is, okay, yeah, as always, first there is disclaimer. Online education materials are available by Admiral Markets Estonia for a global audience. Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for information accuracy. This is for informational and educational purposes only. And the risk disclosure statement stating all possibilities associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. Okay, guys, so this is me. This is your host, Nenad. And well, I will be your host always, guys. I will be always there to help you as long as I'm in a good shape, in a good condition. I will be there giving you always good advices, teaching you how to make pips, and of course we'll be chatting with you during I hope seminars all over the world. So past week results as of 23rd of January 2017. Euro dollar positional trade was good for 40 pips. Pound dollar alternative trade was good for 90 pips. Australian dollar alternative trade was good for 40 pips. Dollar yen, well, dollar now is actually very good to trade. And dollar yen alternative setup gave us 100 pips. And I've chosen it to be the trade of the week. Then we had New Zealand dollar breakout. Well, for some people it was minus 40, for some people it was plus 50, depending on stop loss. And of course, alternative New Zealand dollar trade was good for 80 pips. And the total pips pool was anywhere from 360 to 400. So that is the maximum available number of pips you could have made. And the trade of the week was dollar yen, of course. Dollar yen, very, very good trade. So again, rules and setups for our session recap. Give price a breathing room. Enter usually within 15 pips of the predicted level. Of course, guys, if it's in agreement with your system, if it's not in agreement with your system, then you need to think whether you will trade the setups. Of course, I trade what I see, so this what I present to you, actually that is what I also trade. Use scaling in if you wish. You need to do your own trade and money management, guys. How you do it, it's up to you. Everyone has their own money management. Of course, guys, it depends also on the type of the account you have. If you use a low account such as, well, you know, low accounts, 500,000 euros, dollars, those are low accounts. You can go with 1 to 500 leverage. Let's see. So for example, when I have a smaller account, if I want to trade small accounts, then I open the account with 1.500 leverage. If I want to trade, let's say, with institutional accounts, I mean higher accounts, bigger accounts, then I have the account with 1 to 100 leverage, but my leverage is a bit well, I'm very strict. It's very low. So usually trades are 1 to 20, usually, on those institutional accounts. So it all depends, guys, on different styles of trading. All those things actually shape the trader. So as I always say, we can all trade the same setup and system, but well, we will all have different results, guys, okay? Just to let you know, now it's time. We have a trade running. It's actually dollar yen trade. If you followed my analysis today, no, actually it was not dollar yen. Well, let me see if we have the setup now. Let me just check, guys. If we have the setup now, I will tell you. Yes. You see, this is just before we miss it. This is the setup for today. Okay, only 15 pip of stop loss here. You see, it's already, while I was actually writing down the notes and these slides, this is the setup currently in play. My trade is at actually 113.65, but watch the stop loss, because below this we will probably see a breakout sell trade. So it's a very, very low risk. I mean, it's only, watch this, only 15 pips of a stop loss. So let's see. It should, I mean, at least it should go up a little bit, because it already made ATR, it's overshot also, it went to strong support. So let's see, maybe we will also have breakout sell, but I think this could hold at least for well, Asian session. So let's see. Yeah, this was just before I actually begin. So let's continue with rules and setups. Use scaling in if you wish. You do your own and trade money management. Okay. Respect your stop loss always. Add a spread to your stop loss. Even if you trade via ECN at 2 to 5 pips, depending on the pair traded, you need to think about it, guys, because having a proper risk management and trade management is always of utmost importance. Don't forget, guys, it's always very, very, very important. Okay, you need to know that. Also, guys, we take only one position, whichever hits first. Positional trades are trend trades, alternative trades are counter trend trades. The only exception to this rule is if we have breakout trades or scalp trade setups. Then you can mix it with positional or alternative trades, and you can have two setups. That happened with New Zealand dollar last week. We had a sell trade, I think it was alternative trade, and we also had a breakout trade. So you can actually mix it with two different setups. Also, depending on time and volatility, we use profit stop after 20 pips, not less. Have in mind that session recap setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. Pay attention to my Twitter updates. Always, it's important to see my Twitter updates. If you see a scalp setup, then it should be done at or very close to important support resistance level. And all those setups are calculated by historic levels and Camarilla. Add these levels to your system, pay attention to trend. So you might find other trend-based entries. It means if we miss a trade, then pay attention to overall trend. Maybe within your own system you will find a trade that goes in trend direction. Pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. Okay? It's also very important to understand the term pips pool. It does not mean necessarily that you made or that I have made that number of pips. It's just a maximum number of pips based on the analysis. Euro dollar for the previous week, we had a spike long from 0.720. I said you should protect your profits because it was not a huge retracement. Rather, it was like a shallow retracement. And when euro dollar fell to 0.720, you could have bought it, okay, based on the analysis for the previous week. And if you did, you actually made nice pips towards the upside. We didn't have any breakout of 85, nor we had any sell from 0.820. Then, of course, we had a sell trade during the week that I presented you with a setup, but that is not accounted into session recap, because session recap setups are setups for their own, of course, unless I do a revised analysis, but I usually post it on Twitter. Pound dollar, we had a Supreme Court decision regarding Article 50 and UK. Well, as you could have seen, everything turned out a bit bullish from pound dollar, except for that initial fall, initial drop that happened on UK Prime Minister Mr. Theresa May. So when Miss May spoke, well, pound initially fell. Then on the conference, actually during the conference, it got a huge boost, a huge backwind, and pound, well, pound really made it very strongly to the upside. So personally, as I said, I don't think that there will be any problems with UK exit from European Union. They will, of course, negotiate with they will negotiate new trade agreements. They have their allies in Europe and of course in US. So, well, I mean, it's pretty much obvious. UK has always been a major force in the world. So I expect the trend to continue. Whatever happens with when Article 50 is started with Brexit scenarios, well, pound might initially drop, but then on every good news, I think it will be bought into dip. Okay. Because you know what the deal is with pound now. Pound is, well, whenever something happens with Brexit, some hard news for Brexit, or when hard Brexit is mentioned, pound initially drops. Then usually on every good news, after that we can see that pound is actually gaining strength. So it will be again two-way play. Selling on rallies, buying on dips. And that is what we actually are doing with our session recaps, that we will be doing with our also live trading, and of course with different analysis that I'm providing you with. Paul Evans is saying, how do we assess you on Twitter? Do we have to be members of your site? No, Paul. You can actually just follow me on Twitter, and my handle is, this is my handle on Twitter, so you can actually use it, and well, you will always see prime analysis, prime time analysis, because whenever I post the analysis, after a minute it's tweeted, so you will not miss anything. So you see pound dollar here, we had a sell trade, guys, on pound dollar. As I said, we had a sell trade on 25.10. This vertical red line represents the time of our webinar. So it was 5 p.m. GMT, 7 p.m. platform time. It's actually 6 p.m. my time when we start. So you can see here it went to 25.10, then well, it went in a drawdown, but if you respected your stop loss, it should have never got hit. And well, after that it went down, it went nicely down, providing us with nice number of pips, almost 100 pips. So it was a very good trade. Australian dollar, it was in uptrend, and originally I said buy around 7,500 or sell around 76.40. Well, what happened is, we had actually a sell. Okay, we had a sell trade at 76.40, close to 76.40, but because it wasn't 15 or let's say 20 pips close to POC, I cannot count this. So we didn't have a clear POC touch. Rather, we had a buy trade initiated here, guys. This was buy trade initiated, and again after a drawdown, it went into nice profits. Australian dollar was good for some, well, 40 pips. Dollar yen, the trade of the week, alternative buy trade around 112.50, only 30 pips stop loss, and immense risk to reward. It was like 1 to 5 risk to reward, or 1 to 4. It doesn't matter, guys. It was huge. Watch this. Bang. Well, very good setup from dollar yen. I hope that we will also have this setup in profit. Let's see. But definitely it was good trade. Dollar yen, the trade of the week, and well, nice spike to the upside. Also, I said if you want to sell below 130.50, it will be bearish. And of course, watch this, guys. Below this, it was very bearish, selling on rallies, of course, but this was major support. Okay, so Below this it was bearish. Then we had buy trade initiated. Above it, it went bullish again. So unless it breaks 113.45, it will still be a bit bearish, bullish. But if it breaks 113.40, it's a breakout sell. Andy is asking, hi Nana, I emailed about Camarilla, but I might not have your correct email address. Can you write it down and I will email again? Sorry, Andy, I might miss your email. It was just because I really received huge number of emails per day, and sometimes not intentionally, bit unintentionally, I tend to miss those emails. So this is it, Andy. This is my email, okay? So you can write me. Okay, guys. So let's see this week's setups. Okay. As I said, guys, try to vote for other markets and me here. This is the link. It will take like 5 minutes or less, even less, 2 minutes for you. So vote for us, support us on forex3.com, because actually we are really in the top 10 out of all analysts and all providers in Forex market. That's really an honor to have it. Okay. So let's use now, yeah, and finally New Zealand dollar setup, guys. This was the last trade. New Zealand dollar, we had a breakout buy here. You see, it was a breakout. But well, then what happened? Price went down. Now this is discussable whether it was a stop loss or not. But then it went huge to the upside. Eventually it was sold from 7.320 zone. It was 7.310, 11, you see. And the price dropped. So this was also a good trade. Elmo is saying, already voted. Eddie Green is saying, voted for you. You are the best. Really, thanks a lot, guys. I really do appreciate it, okay? And really, it means much to me when I know that you're doing great, when I see that you're trading exactly as I want you to trade, and that you're making profits. That is what makes me happy, really, really. Well, Leon, yes, dollar yen, this is a bit of, we can say, risky trade now. I am in the trade, Leon, just because it's really a bit lower. But as I say, if it goes below here, we might see a breakout sell. So it's a bit overstretched to the downside. So I cannot take any positional short trades. Now, the only logic that I see here is to go long. So what would we see? Maybe this TP is a bit over exaggerated. It might be lower, but I want to see at least 30-40 pips out of this. If I don't see it, I may cut it on the break even, or we will see this. We just need to wait and be patient. It's a bit overstretched really to the downside. These are setups. Ilya is saying he was a bit late, so no problem, Ilya. Now we will start with setups for this week. Euro dollar, this is setup, the first setup. If you don't count, of course, dollar yen. I already showed you dollar yen. So here you see euro dollar is in downtrend. We see a positional trade. It's a sell trade around 755. I will sell it there. Stop loss is 780. TP is 0650, 0600 or 0600 is next TP. Or there will be an alternative buy around 0580, 0560 stop, TP 0650. So let's see what will happen. But my primary, what I would like to see is a sell trade. I would really love to see a sell trade on euro dollar, and euro dollar is one of the pairs that is good to trade now. I like how it moves now. It was not good like a couple of months ago, but now it's good. I like it. So here, guys, you see it's effectively in intraday uptrend. You see this is, let's call it intraday movement. If you zoom into 1 hour time frame, you can see that actually, well, this is like a little bit whipsaw, but it's like it's going up. It's going up. You can place a trend line. But if you watch an overall picture on 4 hour time frame, guys, well, this is it. This is the high, this is the low. So obviously on 4 hour the overall picture is bearish. Okay, so the major trend is still bearish. That is why I would like to sell here. A strong confluence of 78.6. Yes, this is head and shoulders also. You see it's a bit this looks like head and shoulders or bearish shoulder head shoulder SHS pattern. Well, clear to me this could be a good sell. 78.6 age for historical selling from this spot. Previous order block here. This is order block, guys, bearish order block here. Okay, so if you don't know what a bearish order block is, this is bearish order block here. The low of previous bullish candle prior to move down. Okay, so next time it hits, I expect this to hold and to be sold from. So we might see a sell trade. Okay, what else? Let's see how 4 hour will close on euro dollar. If it closes like this, it will be a railroad. So we might see a railway pattern, bullish, straight from L3 AMA 89, ATR support that could spike the price up so we can sell it later. Of course, we also have a sell setup. Okay, setup could be initiated here, and 0.580 should be buy setup. 0.580 is buy setup here, guys. You see, this is where historically buyers are, and that historically buyers have been, because here a lot of buyers here. Okay, so in now moment we might see, because the price is ascending, if it gets there, I think it will be spiked to the upside. So for me, this is the setup on euro dollar. Pound dollar, if you read my analysis on pound dollar today, this is actually, guys, here you see the analysis on pound dollar. A bit obvious that pound dollar was in uptrend, really. Inner trend line has been broken. It's very close to POC zone, so we might see a buy trading opportunity very soon. To me, this looks very, very, very strange that if the pound does not bounce from this level, then the sentiment might change again. But at this point, this looks to me as a buy trade opportunity, guys. Indeed, buy trade opportunity. So let's see what will happen. Personally, I think that there is a chance for a buy trade should the pound fall to this POC zone. So this is the analysis. You can read about it, and I think it's very clear. So pay attention to it. And of course, if you want to see the slide, this is the slide. Around 2250 is buy, 2375 is stop loss, TP is 2520, TP2 is 2630, alternative sell will come around 2630, stop loss 2660, TP 2550. So you see a lot of different setups, a lot of chance to actually get into the market. And if you see a breakout about 2600, TP should be 26.30. That is a breakout setup with a stop loss below last low. So also pay attention to this. So pound dollar, I mean, everything is clear in the analysis. Nothing has changed. This is the POC zone. So let's see what will happen. Next is Australia dollar. Be very careful because of the news, Chinese news during the night. And guys, if you still don't know what are the most important fundamental releases, what is the most important fundamental release, or what are the most important news releases for this week, navigate to fundamental analysis, click on your weekly fundamental view, and here you will see what are the most important news releases or events for this week. So here you can read about it. So BOJ monetary policy statement and press conference is due on Tuesday, 31st January. I think this can also move the price heavily because Japanese central bank is really a price mover. So you can actually watch and maybe trade it as news trading release. BOJ pairs are pound yen, Australian dollar yen, and dollar yen. So yen crosses. Yes, guys, I will check probably. Yes, let's see. Australian dollar. I need to check it, please. Yes. Sorry, guys. New Zealand dollar. Let me see if I got this correctly. I will correct it, no problem. Yes, this is New Zealand dollar. I don't know why. No. This is correct setup on. We will go through this together, okay? Okay, Australian dollar. Buy positional trade could happen here, guys. A lot of confluence. So 7500. I will write it down. 7500 could be positional trade on Australian dollar. It's in uptrend, okay, so 07500. Stop loss is below L4. It's 7482. Well, it's good, 7480. And possible targets are the extension of ADR and confluence and H4 and H4 Cabrilla is 75.95. So 75.95 is buy sell of a trade, and H5 in history was a bit of sold here. It was really sold here, order block there. So 7540. TP2 is 7. Okay, TP2 is 7640. So for sell trade, 7640, around 7640. So it can be sent in 7625, 7670, and TP is 7595. So this is, guys, how it looks now. Okay, this is Australian dollar. This is Australian dollar. As I say, Asian session could be very volatile, so pay attention to it. I mean, it can really be very volatile. So pay close attention to price movement during Asia session. We might not see huge movement from Australian dollar, but simply because there are important news for yen, I think the Australian dollar will also move. Dollar yen setup is the same, I mean, as I did with the analysis today. So nothing has changed. I already gave you the setup. This is a little bit riskier trade now because it's end of day also and the price is not moving very fast. So we might be trapped in a trade that is going nowhere until Tokyo session. Well, it happens sometimes. So this was it. On Forex Empire, I did the analysis today, and it was exclusive analysis. So here you can read about it. And of course, well, let me show you just why I picked this level to be the spot to buy into. Let's see. This is it. This is the POC zone. Yes, it is in POC zone now, but as I say, it's a little bit risky because below 45 we could see a breakout to the short side. So this is POC zone. The price is in POC zone. We have an inner trend line. We have a 8-year low L4. We also have a support from this trend line. So this is an X cross with L4. So an X cross within the POC zone. That is why I was thinking that it might go up. But also, guys, I said it might go down. Okay, it might go down if it comes around 140.6570. So that is why we also see a sell trade around 115.80. It can be also 115.60. 60.65 would be optimal to sell dollar yen. And here 116.20 is stop loss. 115.00 is target if we see a sell setup. But now, guys, we are in a buy setup, so this has been activated. So you know everything can happen. It's a bit risky, but we can also see a probable breakout sell around 113.45. So also pay attention to it. The price might be nervous, might get nervous, so pay attention. Okay, and finally New Zealand dollar. Well, 1.7550 is buy, 71.20 is stop, 72.50 is target, 73 is second target. Breakout buy trade 72.50 stop loss below. Last H1 low TP is 73.00 and 73.20 is a sell position. Stop loss 73.50, TP is 72.50. So once more, New Zealand dollar. Okay, New Zealand dollar. This is how it looks. It's going strongly to the upside. So I would like to see a buy setup around 72.50. Bullish order block here. This is order block, bullish order block. See, the price is making higher lows and higher highs. But if we don't see a buy setup, we might see a sell setup around 73.20. Let's say 73.20, 30. Stop should be at 73.50. See, a lot of selling historically. And also, guys, that would mean that ATR, let's see for 14 ATR. So definitely, if the price gets there, it will overshot the ATR, projected ATR, so this could be a sell trade. Now your questions. Okay, I will roll the slides again. Let's go through questions. What do you think about pound yen? What potential decision zones for pound yen? Let's see, I will open it now. So this is pound yen actually. Let's see. Okay. Well, about pound yen, this is a spot to go long. Well, it has still a lot of room, guys, still next support. But what can happen? If pound yen, if this candle or next candle gets a clear close about L4, I think this could be a sign for a buy trading opportunity, guys. Okay? It should go above this and up for a buy opportunity. So you should see definitely a close above L4. Next question, Australian dollar yen long now. Well, as I say, it's a bit risky because during the night you will see BOJ statement, so yen pairs are a bit volatile now. Really, they're a little bit volatile now. Obviously, this could be a good long trade if it wasn't for such a strong news. You see a lot of rejection on this trend line, but this momentum candle is very, very strong. So it looks like it might set up for a breakout trade to the downside. I would be very careful with the dollar yen, with the Australian dollar yen, because even dollar yen might break out to the downside. So be careful. Be careful. Okay, next, if you're in positional trade and we are in profit, price reaches pivot, would you be smart to zoom in 1 minute and 5 minute to extreme scalp or NTF scalp? Yes, Naveen, it's okay. If you know how to scalp on 1 minute time frame, you can zoom in and try to go in the same direction as with trend. How to use ATR for target or stop loss? Kusik asks, well, Kusik, you can actually you can watch my ATR webinar. So please take a look at my ATR webinar. Michael is saying roll slides, just joining up. Sure, Michael. And Idris is asking, hi, Mr. Nenad, how are you? Thank you, Mr. Idris, how are you? What is correlation Nikkei with dollar yen? It's very high correlation. Nikkei and dollar yen. I know that by heart, but we can see. It's a very strong correlation. Dollar yen is here and Japanese Nikkei. Here, let's use last 200 bars. Plus 70, very strong correlation. Here, very strong correlation between dollar yen and Nikkei index. Japanese 225 is so-called Nikkei index, guys, for all of you who don't know. Okay, so really strong correlation. Yes, yes, strong. Okay. Next question is, can you roll the slides? Just joining up, sure. Here, the slides, euro dollar. Pound dollar. Australian dollar. And dollar yen. And finally, New Zealand dollar. This is how it looks. Dollar yen is in a trade, but if it breaks 113.5, it might get us a small breakout trade, so pay attention to it. So dollar yen is now in the zone. Cable, please. This is cable, no problem. Okay, can I take a look at oil? Can I take a look at oil? Of course. Agris is asking, will there be a deposit bonus in near future? Maybe, I don't know really. Maybe there will be some deposit bonus, but if it happens, you will be the first to know, guys, if there is a bonus. You see, dollar yen is obviously setting up for some breakout to the downside. It's trying to set up for a trade. Oil, let's see the oil. It's in some sort of ranging mode. 4 hour is heavily ranging. So this looks like a mini pennant. It also looks as a wedge with two potential chances to break down. If it breaks L4 51.47, I think it might go down. If it breaks there, H4 55.35, it may go up. So this is a bit rangy. Can I show the last slide? Of course. Michael he's saying getting ready for a live trade. Sure, Michael. Of course. 22nd of January it starts. Next question, can I see New Zealand dollar slide? Of course, here it is. Derek. Live trading sessions will start on 22nd of January. You can register on the website, Nivin. Okay. Yes. Sorry, guys, I said 22nd of January. I'm reading, guys. There are a lot of questions, so wow, I cannot, I mean, there are more than 130 people now, so I'm really trying to get all these questions answered. Yes, I meant 22nd of February, of course, not January. So it will start in 22 days. Yes, 22nd of February. Yes. Ivan is saying first time live at webinar. It's great. Quick question. What period do you have it on 4-hour charts? 4-hour charts are actually, you see, pivot is weekly for 4-hour charts. No, Bob, it doesn't. Bob he's asking about live trading. He thought it started around 1st February. No. It starts 22nd. 22nd of February, Bob. Okay, guys, I really need to show you this. Okay, I need to show you this. Wait. You can register now, guys. If you go to Admiral Markets website here and go at education, here, guys. Load more. Here. Wednesday's live trading sessions with Nenad. Register here. You see here. Okay, sorry. Here. It starts in 22 days. Mario, you're referring to elite currency. It's different, Mario. For elite currency, yes. It's a different project, of course, also connected to Admiral Markets, but it's just for a special group of people who applied. So yes, it's elite currency. This is live trading sessions, not the analysis. Live analysis is different, live trading sessions are different. For live trading session, you need to register here, guys. I mean, you know the difference. Live analysis is the analysis that we will be sending, of course, and live trading sessions is live trading sessions. So 22nd of February, it starts in 22 days. So let's see what will happen. Really, I hope that well, that we will also see market orders if we get live trading. So I hope that we will see both market and pending orders, of course. This will be, yeah, I guess it's a, let's see, I will tell you whether it is a GMT. 2:45 my time, it is actually, yes, GMT time. So this is actually GMT time, indeed. Indeed. Yeah. Okay, guys, dollar CAD analysis. Okay, let's see, dollar CAD analysis. Here, dollar CAD, of course, head and shoulders here, guys. So on dollar CAD, I would short dollar CAD around this level, definitely. So this could be also accounted for a possible session recap trade. Guys, this is, I think, good. I think this could be good for shorting into. Watch this. Well, huge shoulder here at H4. So we could probably see a short trade. If it happens, this will be shorting it from the top of the right shoulder. Sorry, a scholastic example how we short by new rules of shorting head and shoulders. We don't wait for trend line breaks. We actually shorting the emerging pattern here. So the emerging pattern is shorting at the top of the right shoulder, and it means the confluence with H4. So mark this, guys. This is important. If it gets there, let's short it. Yeah, these kind of setups you will be seeing on live trading on Wednesday. So don't think that it will be otherwise. This could be a pending order also. This is, okay, if you watch this, okay, here, this is, you need to watch it. Let me try, I will try to actually move this. Okay, just watch this part of the screen. Okay, watch this part of the screen. This is mini shoulder here. This is left, this is head, this is right. So it's already dropping. You see, this is head and shoulders. Head, sorry, shoulder, head, shoulder. You see? My pointer. This is shoulder, this is head, this is shoulder. But if it gets here, guys, this will be the shoulder then. Okay, because it can make, like, you see, this, and this here will be also head and shoulders if it gets there. Because this then will be a shoulder and this will be a shoulder there. Now this is head and shoulders from already going on. You see? Watch this, guys. This is shoulder, this is head, this is shoulder here. It's already playing out, so we cannot short now. I cannot go long now because the trend is to the downside. But if it gets there, this will be then a shoulder from this spot to this spot again, so we can short it there. Okay? But it needs to get there. So that is how I have modified personally head and shoulders. I'm not going with the old school of head and shoulders. I already was showing you this on price action trading school. So you should know that we can short from the top of the right shoulder if it happens. This also was the right shoulder here, this pattern. But if it gets there, you see that then we'll probably make similar pattern. It's a variant of head and shoulders. Some people call it a Batman pattern. Okay, because it looks like the cape of Batman here. We will talk about it also on price action training school and live training sessions, those special patterns that can appear. So if you're not into that. Euro GBP, I would look to short Euro GBP around, well, this is maybe the spot to possibly short, but still not sure about it. It's a bit tricky, but pay attention to it. You see, it's a bit of euro dollar looks like it's trying to go to the upside, but still it's been sold into. So, well, this could be the place to short it into. If it breaks, then this could be the place to go short. It's still downtrend on Euro GBP. Now this is order block. The price could go down from this spot. Exactly. Okay, so the price could go down from this spot. So pay attention to this. It could go down. You see, it's order block, EMA 89, H3, the top of ATR, so I guess it could drop. Australian dollar, New Zealand. Okay, the last question. And then, guys, I will, of course, roll the slides. So don't worry. I will roll the slides so you can see setups once more. Australian dollar, New Zealand. Well, guys, this is very close to support. I would actually go long. Probably I would try to go long from this spot, keeping stops below L3. It could be a counter trend trading opportunity. If you see divergence at the bottom, then possibly these candlesticks will turn to the upside. So pay attention to possible divergence here, or if it drops there, try to watch for divergence. Okay, and then if it happens, you can go long. The last question, Paul is asking, is there a way of working out what pivots for each time frame? 1 hour time frame, I use daily pivots. 4 hour time frame, I use weekly pivots. The only exception is if, let's say this is 4 hour. If 4 hour pivot points are broken, then I would use monthly pivot points. So I would adjust it accordingly. If I see that to hourly pivot points, let's see, I will show you now. If hourly pivot point, that should be by default on daily. If the price overshots H5 or L5 for the next day, because daily pivots are changing each day, then if I see that the price opened below L5 or H5 for the next day, then I would move on to weekly pivots on 1 hour time frame. That is how I do it. Something similar that Murray Math uses for its octaves. Okay, guys, this is everything. Now I will roll the slides. And thank you guys for your comments. Really, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys for voting. Thank you for support. As always, you can count on me. I will be there to help you. And see you very soon, guys. You're most welcome, everyone. Cheers, guys. And as I say, trade safe.